it's Amy K. Welcome back to Sim by Design, and today I'm building some Venice Beach houses. These are more like townhouses, I guess, that I kind of took inspiration from when I went to Venice Beach in California when I visited a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago. But I am back in California today, I guess. I have been here since Wednesday. So Wednesday, Thursday, and today's my third day in California visiting again. I don't know what I've been doing actually, because I'm recording this the week before I leave, and next week's video will also be pre-recorded, but it's going to be a pretty fun one. I'm bringing back an old series I haven't done in a while, and I really, really enjoyed. But enough about next week's video. Currently, like I said, I am in California with my mom looking at some apartments, most likely looking at apartments. I probably visited the house I could potentially live in with some roommates if that is something that happens. And yeah, I can't wait to tell you guys about it when I get back. It'll be pretty interesting because this trip kind of defines how my move is going to go, like when I'm moving, where I'm living, that kind of stuff. So that'll be a lot of stuff to talk about when I get back. But like I said earlier, these are apartments not apartments. They're kind of like beach house, townhouse kind of things that are inspired by the they're like townhouses, I guess. They're still basically townhouses that line the boardwalk between Venice Beach and the Santa Monica Pier. And they're really cool. A lot of them were more like concrete and like metal and glass. And these are very wood based, I guess. Like something you really would see on a beach in California. These initially, what I had planned was to do some like a California starter beach house, but when I went to Google some images, which by the way, both of these are based off basically the exterior or this like back, which if you look at it on the gallery, this is the front of the house, but it's the back of the house for these purposes, because I do make a front door later that you can set as the front door for your Sims. But these are basically, at least this back view is basically a copy or inspired by, I guess would be the more appropriate term, is inspired by two images I found on Google Images when I searched small California houses. I think maybe I searched beach houses, but I pretty much just took those exteriors and created houses out of them because I just love the way the exterior looked, and then they reminded me so much of the houses that I passed when I was in Venice that I just had to recreate them. So I know I normally do like a floor plan when I design my houses, but I didn't end up doing that for this one. One, because I didn't really have that much time. I only have 2 days to build and record today's video and next Friday's video, because I have the house to myself, and like I say, like pretty much every week, I rarely am able to actually record stuff when there's people at home, because I will get walked in on or people will be making noise and my microphone will pick it up. So I pretty much spent an entire day recording the builds and the commentary. Well, yeah, this right now, the commentary and the builds and stuff. One day recording all of this, just so I know I didn't have to worry about it or anything, because I leave in 2 days, 3 days from now, from when I'm recording this, but I'm already there right now. That's kind of confusing, but anyways, yeah, so it took me like 4 hours to actually do this entire thing, which I did take a break in the middle of recording it to go see Beauty and the Beast, which came out yesterday. the day I'm recording this. And oh my goodness. If you are a fan of Beauty and the Beast, like I am, I talked about that last week. I am a huge Beauty and the Beast fan. It was my favorite movie as a child. You will probably have mixed feelings about this. I know a lot about the movie. A lot of the reviews I have seen are very mixed as well. A lot of people are saying it's boring in places, and there are some parts of it that I'm like, yeah, they probably didn't need to do that, but it is also very true to, like, it's not very true to the movies, I guess you could say, but it's basically just the animated movie made into a live action movie with a little bit of part, like some other parts, like added into it. So it's not like a whole lot different, I guess, but it was very weird to me to see the way they have the Beast, like the way they did his. I guess it's a mixture of makeup and visual effects. He just looks very strange to me, and he sounds pretty much like the original Beast, but he doesn't sound anything like as the Beast. He doesn't sound anything like Dan Stevens, the actor who plays the Beast. At least when he's the Beast. But when he's human, he sounds like the actor, which I think they did that in the animated movie as well, because I watched that the day before I went to go see the movie, and the Beast sounds his voice is very deep and very rough, and then when he is a human, he sounds kind of less rough, and I guess they did that because they wanted to make him sound more threatening and terrifying as the Beast versus the human version, but I kind of would have liked if the voices matched up a little bit more, but that's just me being picky, I guess. So, if you've seen Beauty and the Beast, let me know, the new live action one or the animated one, either one. I enjoyed both of them. And I would really love to see an animated live action Aladdin, which I think, yeah, they started casting for that last week or the week before. They started casting for it recently, and I'm really excited about that because that's my other favorite Disney movie. A lot of my favorite Disney movies are from the Disney Renaissance, which is like from the late 1980s to the late 1990s, which was basically my entire childhood. And I just really absolutely loved, like, pretty much every movie that came out of that. And they all hold a very special place in my heart. So, yeah, that's my little take on Beauty and the Beast. And I think I'm going to talk a little bit more about this build just because, one, I don't have a lot to talk about right now because I literally am recording this like a couple days after I recorded last week's build. So I pretty much talked about all of the stuff that I wanted to talk about back then when I recorded the Belle's Cottage stuff. But this build, I did not furnish one bedroom in one of the townhouses. I think it's on, if you're like, it's not this townhouse that I'm working on right now. It's the other one that I worked on, like I worked on the first floor of it first. I did not furnish one of the bedrooms only because, one, I was getting super, super done with furnishing by then. It took me like maybe an hour to do the whole floor plan and layout, but it took me 3 hours to do the furnishing because, as we all know, I really, really, really hate furnishing. So that was kind of my problem. A lot of it, what my first idea was when I started this was I was going to just put all the furniture down where I wanted it and do a color scheme and then go back and add clutter and all of that stuff, which I started doing. I did the first floor of both houses furnished, and then I left to go to the movie, and I came back, and then I went to the upstairs of this townhouse that I'm doing right now, and I started furnishing the master bedroom. Furnishing the master bedroom? Yes. I started furnishing the master bedroom, but then I got a little bit into doing the like cluttering and decorating. So I started doing that, and then I did that I didn't really do it for the bathrooms, which, by the way, I have taken screenshots already. Yay me. I know that never happens. But when I took screenshots, I did not take screenshots of the bathrooms, mostly because, one, they're not decorated very much, and two, they're the same in both houses. So the bathrooms in one house all have the same fixtures in every bathroom, and then the other house has the same fixtures in all the bathrooms. So it was kind of a little redundant to have screenshots of them. Plus, it kind of cut down on the amount of screenshots and the length of the video, because I don't think I'll be able to talk for 20 whole minutes, and the video part is about 20 minutes long. So that's my little thing on the bedrooms. So when you look through the screenshots, when you get to the screenshots, there's one bedroom that's not even taken pictures of, and then there's only one bedroom, which is this bedroom I'm starting to work on now, that's really pretty much decorated, and then pretty much the rest of the entirety of the house does not have a whole lot of clutter and stuff like that on either house, because I just furnished it and went on my merry way, and I was like, oh, I'll come back to it, but I never did. So that's pretty much the fun of that. And I keep hitting the wire on my microphone because I'm cheap and I don't get like one of those microphones for the stand. I just have headphones with the speaker on it, and it keeps spiking every time the wire hits. So if you hear like weird clicking noises, that's what that is. I think I was listening to the commentary on my Bell's Cottage one, and it keeps sounding like I'm like clapping my hands, but I'm not, I promise. I try to sit as still as possible, because if I move my chair, it starts squeaking. If I move like any other part of me, it makes my microphone make weird noises. But I may cut it off here, mostly because, one, my throat, as always, I don't know why it always happens when I'm recording, is starting to kill me. And two, I have to go record the commentary for the build for next week. Even though I will be back on Tuesday, I don't think I will have time to record the commentary. I didn't think I would have time to do the build, but I don't think I would have the time to do the commentary either. Even though I'm not going back to work, I have 3 days off, but I have plans to work on any videos that I need to work on for when I move. That way they're built, and I just have to record the commentary really quick as I'm packing, or like before I pack, or during while I'm packing. Things like that, just like kind of prep work. So you guys aren't in the dust all alone for the weeks that I will be packing and moving and all of that stuff. I don't want to leave you guys out. I want to be there for you guys, have videos for you guys. But if you're new here, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe, and if you enjoyed this in general, if you're new, if you're an old subscriber of mine, which I thank you very much for all you old subscribers, please leave a like if you enjoyed this, and you can always leave a comment down below. Let's do what's your favorite Disney movie of all time. It can be any of them. It can be The Song of the South, which is like a discontinued? They just stopped circulating it, I guess, because it's a very racist movie. They have like rides of it at the Disney parks in California and in Florida. It's called Splash Mountain, if you've ever been there. It's a fun ride, even though I really hate water rides. But yeah, the movie is very, very racist. If you have not heard of it, look it up. But it can be any Disney movie. Let me know what your favorite one is in the comments down below. And I will see you guys next week with a room build. It's a very fun, special room build. And I will see you guys later. Have a great week. And, I just said that, but I'll see you guys when I get back from my vacation. Bye!